How to make red velvet cookies. Ingredients: 1 box red velvet cake mix, 2 eggs, 80 ml vegetable oil, powdered sugar for topping. Preheat the oven to 375 Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Mix everything except the powdered sugar into a bowl. The batter will be thick. Spoon into balls and roll in the powdered sugar. Place on cookie sheets, leaving about 2 inches between cookies. Level with a glass. Bake for 8 to 10 minutes until cookies brown slightly on the edges. How to make chocolate and marshmallow cookies. Ingredients: 250 grams all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 50 grams sugar, 100 grams light brown sugar, 113 grams unsalted butter, 1 large egg, quarter teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 100 grams chocolate chips plus extra to top, 28 grams mini marshmallows plus extra to top. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Set aside. In a medium bowl, whisk together the flour, cornstarch, salt, and baking soda. Set aside. Using a stand or hand mixer, beat the butter and sugars together until smooth and creamy, about 5 minutes. Add the egg and the vanilla and mix again until combined. Scrape the bowl down as needed and mix again. Add half of the dry ingredients into the butter mixture and mix on low speed. Add the remaining dry ingredients and beat until just combined. Don't overmix. Fold in the chocolate chips and the marshmallows well. Cover the dough and refrigerate it for an hour. Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit of 180 degrees Celsius. After an hour, take the dough out of the refrigerator and roll into dough balls, about 30 grams or 2 tablespoons each. Place 9 on the prepared baking sheet, spacing each about 2 inches apart. Bake for 8 minutes and then carefully take them out of the oven and top with more chocolate chips and marshmallows. Then put them back in the oven and bake them for another 2 to 3 minutes. Repeat with the remaining dough. Allow the cookies to cool on the baking sheet for about 15 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. They need time to firm up a bit before moving them. How to make edible cookie dough 4 ways. Ingredients: 250 grams flour, 220 grams brown sugar, 225 grams butter, softened, 2 tablespoons milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 teaspoon salt. Chocolate chip: 45 grams chocolate chips, 45 grams mini chocolate chips. Cookies and cream: 5 sandwich cookies. Peanut butter chocolate: 60 grams peanut butter, 3 peanut butter cups, 50 grams chocolate candy. Triple chocolate chunk: 55 grams chocolate, melted, 45 grams white chocolate chips, 45 grams chocolate chips. Preheat oven to 350 Fahrenheit 180 degrees Celsius. For the base dough, evenly spread flour out on a baking tray and bake for 5 minutes. In a large bowl, mix flour, sugar, butter, vanilla, milk, and salt until combined evenly. Refrigerate mix for 30 minutes. Then separate dough into 4 sections. For the chocolate chips, add 1 section of dough in a large bowl. Mix in the chocolate chips and mini chocolate chips until combined. For the cookies and cream, crush sandwich cookies in plastic bag until evenly separated. Place crushed sandwich cookies into a large bowl and add in 1 section of dough, mixing until combined. For the peanut butter chocolate, add chocolate candies, chocolate peanut butter cups, and peanut butter into a large bowl with 1 section of dough and mix until combined. For the triple chocolate chunk, add melted chocolate into a large bowl with the last section of dough and mix until evenly combined and consistent color. Add the chocolate chips and white chocolate chips, then mix until combined. How to make peanut butter cookies. Ingredients: 1 cup peanut butter, 1 cup white sugar, 1 large egg. Gather all ingredients. Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit or 175 degrees. Mix peanut butter, sugar, and egg together in a bowl using an electric mixer until smooth and creamy. Roll mixture into 1-inch balls and place 1 inch apart on an ungreased baking sheet. Flatten each with a fork, making a crisscross pattern. Bake in the preheated oven until edges are firm, about 10 minutes. Cool on the baking sheet briefly before removing to a wire rack to cool completely. How to make soft cookies. Ingredients: 290 g all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1½ teaspoons cornstarch, ½ teaspoon salt, 170 g unsalted butter, melted and cooled 5 minutes, 150 g packed light or dark brown sugar, 100 g granulated sugar, 1 large EGG plus 1 EGG yolk at room temperature, 2 teaspoons pure vanilla extract, 225 g semi-sweet chocolate chips or chocolate chunks. Whisk the flour, baking soda, cornstarch, and salt together in a large bowl set aside. In a medium bowl, whisk the melted butter, brown sugar, and granulated sugar together until no brown sugar lumps remain. Whisk in the egg and egg yolk. Finally, whisk in the vanilla extract. The mixture will be thin. Pour into dry ingredients and mix together with a large spoon or rubber spatula. Fold in the chocolate chips. Cover the dough tightly and chill in the refrigerator for at least 2 to 3 hours or up to 3 days. I highly recommend chilling the cookie dough overnight for less spreading. Take the dough out of the refrigerator and allow it to slightly soften at room temperature for 10 minutes. Preheat oven to 325 Fahrenheit or 163 degrees Celsius. Line large baking sheets with parchment paper or silicone baking mats. Set aside. Using a cookie scoop or tablespoon, measure 3 tablespoons of dough for XL cookies or 2 heaping tablespoons of dough for medium cookies. Roll into a ball, making sure the shape is taller rather than wide. This helps the cookies bake up thicker. Repeat with remaining dough. Place 8 to 9 balls of dough onto each cookie sheet. Bake the cookies for 12 to 13 minutes or until the edges are very lightly browned. Cool on the baking sheet for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, press a few extra chocolate chips into the tops of the warm cookies. After cooling on the baking sheets, transfer cookies to a wire rack to cool completely. Cookies stay fresh, covered at room temperature for up to 1 week.